anyway. Good morning guys, how are you all? Well, I do hope. If you're not doing so well, I want to know about that too, so leave me a comment and we can have a chat. And I hope that you feel better soon if you are feeling shitty, because it's just the worst thing in the world. And maybe you've got a hangover and that's making you feel awful, or maybe you've got some like actual trauma going on, although a hangover can often feel like a trauma. Not to belittle that, but you have to come through it with a little bit of humour, I suppose. So I hope that if you are hungover, you can eat a McDonald's at some point, because God knows what they put in those burgers, but bang, your hangover's gone. And to the people who really are experiencing trauma, I'm really sorry, and I hope whatever it is you manage to figure out soon. So there we go. So today we've all joined together here to talk about my February favourites. I've always wanted to do like a full favourites, and now I'm doing one. So I'm doing my February monthly favourites. Actually going straight into one because I needed a drink. The first one is Fanta. Orange to be precise. Zero is even better, but any Fanta really will do. I love Fanta. The best Fanta though in the world is from McDonald's, and if you buy me a McDonald's Fanta, we will be best friends forever. So but yeah, I absolutely love Fanta. I always have these little bottles in my fridge, and I'm afraid to say it's the thing that I drink the most. I don't really drink tea or coffee or anything like that. I kind of just drink this with some fizzy water chucked in every now and again because my brother goes mad at me about it. So but you know, the Fanta, it's just it's a permanent fixture really, not a monthly fixture. It's been a permanent one for about a year and a half now. I go through phases of things and I keep waiting to go off it and I just don't, so it's fun and I really love it. So there we go, Fanta. Don't give me shit about it. It's the one vice that I have. The one vice that I have is drinking Fanta, so leave me be. Anyway, so I thought that I would get all my favourites together and we would walk through them together. So let's get the notebook with the list. Oh, what do you say? Fanta. Check. So I've actually started watching The Girls Next Door. It was filmed in early 2000s and it was about Hugh Hefner and his 3 girlfriends at the time, and just following their lives around, and it's just such like a guilty pleasure crap watch. Don't have to think about it, but it kind of, I don't know, you just suck it in kind of program. And if you like Newlyweds with like Jessica Simpson, that's and you can also get that on YouTube as well, because well, I'm really cool and I like to rewatch stuff. So but The Girls Next Door, really good, and I do watch it when I need to cleanse my mind of all the horror that I've just seen in documentaries. This is a much easier watch. Is Sushi for Beginners by Marion Keyes. I absolutely love her as an author in general. I don't think there's a book that she's written that I don't like, and I read them kind of on a loop and on repeat, and you can tell this one has been well loved. This is about 3 different women. One of them is an editor of a very like prestigious magazine, and when they wanted to set up a new one, she ends up in the backwater of Ireland. There's Aisling, who has had some issues from childhood and is still trying to get over those, and then there's Clodagh, who has it all, or looks like she has it all at least, and it says on the back, it says what a difference a year makes. It's so good. It just follows their lives for a year, and it twists and turns. It's just brilliant. It's just an amazing woman's fiction book, and it's quite easy because there aren't that many characters to remember, so definitely recommend this if you're looking for a good book. It'd be amazing, like it'd be a summer read. I can't believe it's coming. It's like summer and spring, which is just crazy. Second favourite is something that hasn't been off my Spotify like at all. I absolutely love it, and it is JoJo's album Mad Love. Now JoJo actually used to be signed to, I can't remember which record company it was, and she released 2 albums which I loved back then. They were amazing. And then I heard that she was coming out with some songs, so I kept an eye out, and she really has, and it's such a good album. It's so, oh my god, I just love it so much. I can't bear it. It's so good. So I listen to I Can Only, Fuck Apologies, Fab, Mad Love, I Am, and Reckless, and Rise Up. So pretty much all of them are my favourites. Oh, and Music. So just go and have a listen to it if you've got Spotify. It's so good. She's amazing. Go and listen to her. Even if you just go on YouTube and watch one of the videos, I will link one down below for you. So hopefully you like it as well. Let me know. So I really do love her though. She's incredible. And then I have my Soap and Glory stuff. I don't have one of the products because I used up the rest of it like the last of it yesterday, and didn't think to save the packaging. So it was supposed to be Soap and Glory handmade and Soap and Glory hand food. The handmade is an antibacterial like hand gel, and it's amazing because it smells really nice, and a lot of the alcohol gels and rubs and stuff, oh god, they smell so strongly of alcohol or so strongly of vile chemicals that I don't like using those. So I either use Carex or I use Soap and Glory handmade, which is what I've been using. And then I always have Soap and Glory hand food, because once you put those things on, like the anti-bac thing on, it really does dry out your skin. So I always put some hand moisture on afterwards, or whenever I feel like it really. Like now I just thought, you know what, my hands are a bit dry, let's give them a bit of hand food, because they love it and they suck it up. And then I also have another Soap and Glory product, which is this Sexy Mother Pucker. You've got to be so careful when you say stuff like this. Sexy Mother Pucker lip lacquer in Charm Offensive. And this really isn't like me. I don't tend to do my lip stuff, but I'm wearing it today. I put it on and then I blot it on tissue and to take some like lacquery tackiness away, you know, that thing. So I buy it on the loo roll or the tissue or whatever's nearest, and it just takes the top layer off but leaves quite a lot of pigment. It's one of those though that when it fades, it can fade like patchy, so I just recommend taking it like with you if you're going out or whatever, just to retouch if needs be. So definitely go and check that out. And then I have my favourite candle of the month. This is, oh my god, this is Glade French Vanilla, and it's nothing, you know what I mean, nothing special at all, but if you had smell-o-vision, you'd see why I love it. Anything vanilla I love, and this is like vanilla overload, and it fills up the entire space. It's a Glade one, it's a Glade infusion one, and I just absolutely love it. I've just reached the bottom of my last one, so I've got this one out now instead. So I do love those, A, for the look and everything like that, but B, because they really do smell nice, and you can smell the difference when you come into the bedroom, like it's like vanilla, and it makes me really happy. So that's always one. And then I have another beauty thing for you. These are two mascaras that I wear together that I just love. Now I like a big lash, I'm a big lash girl, but actually, funnily enough, I've never really used false lashes. I keep saying that I'm going to, so I might put that into a video, so let me know if you'd like to see me trying to put on false lashes for the first time. Believe me, I don't know my left from my right, so that would be quite an entertaining video. If you'd like that, let me know. I'll quite happily do it for your entertainment. Whether you're laughing at me or with me, it's irrelevant as long as you're laughing. Ding! Anyway, this is the Lash Accelerator Endless Grow Lash Compacts and Fibres Mascara from Rimmel. And this is the Rimmel London Wonderful Mascara with Argan Oil. So these two are so good, and when you put them together, they're great. So definitely check them out and lay them up. I use this one first because this has like the fibres in it, so it sticks to the lashes, and then I go over it with this because this kind of just like defines it all and lengthens it all a little bit more. So definitely love that. Then I also have to mention my nail varnish of the month, which is this one. This is Rain Rain Go Away from the Rita Ora collection from Rimmel London. I've got it on now with a glitter top coat on the top of it. But it's such a nice colour, it's a really lovely colour, and it's one of those that even if your nails are a little bit shorter, if they've broken off or whatever, They don't make your fingers look really stumpy because they're not dark colours. Sorry, I don't know what's up with me today. Juice break for the second time. Anyway, so yes, that's my favourite nail varnish of the month, and it dries so quickly, and you're gonna need 2 coats. It can go on really streaky and you're like, oh my god, but after the second coat it's absolutely fine. Once it dries, there's no streaks, so definitely give it a whirl, or any from that range actually. I find that the Rimmel ones actually last longer and don't go gloopy from some of the higher end ones that I've got, so I really love the Rimmel's ones. Then I have my Ted Baker London body spray that my friend got me in a set for Christmas or my birthday, and it smells so good. It's like, it's fruity, but there's some sort of like muskiness there, and it's just a body spray. It's so good and it lasts for ages. As you can see, I'm like halfway through it, but I have worn it nearly every day since Christmas, so it's lasted quite well. It just smells really nice. It's just very fresh smelling and very like, it's not offensive to anybody. It's just one of those really nice smells. Not like my Coco Mademoiselle Chanel, whether it or not you want to smell that, you're going to smell it. This is a little bit different. It's a bit more subtle. So I've been using this during the day quite a lot. So I don't make people gag with it. So my next product I want to talk about is this Pernation Gel, the original Green Lip Muscle Extract Gel, and this is basically to help when you've got sore muscles or sore joints, and it's a little bit like Deep Heat without the smell, and it's nowhere near as kind of like a tingly feeling. It just like feels quite cold and then quite warm and tingly on your skin, and it really does help. Both my mum and I have got like joints and muscle problems and things like that, so we both are really enjoying this, and it's something that you don't have to take oral. It's not on another tablet. It just helps soothe the muscles and the joints and stuff that are really hurting without more medication, so I really like that one. So there are just a couple of favourites left now that I don't really have with me. I wanted to mention a couple of YouTubers that I've been watching that I've really enjoyed, that I've sort of caught up with recently, and one's called Lucy Moon, and she is an English blogger slash vlogger, and she's just so laid back and just chilled out, and her videos are so informative and I really look forward to them. And she's all about kind of like being open about sexuality and who you are, and she's just all about kind of like loving yourself, and like educating people and things like that, making you see things in a different way, and she does it in such a brilliant format. So definitely go and check her out if you haven't. She's amazing. I will leave the links down below. I'm sure that I haven't sold her well enough, but she's really, really good. And then my second YouTube favourite is Nadia and Kay. Now they are on a panel called Loose Women in Britain, and they are amazing. I've loved them, and then they've now started up this YouTube channel, and it's brilliant, and they do like lazy mum suppers, and they do competitions with each other and all sorts. It's amazing. It's so good, and I've really been enjoying watching them, and the way that they all interact with themselves and the families and the friends, and it's just brilliant. It's so good. So definitely go and have a look at their channel if you haven't already, because they want to be the first middle-aged YouTube sensations, and I think that we should get them there. So definitely go and have a watch if you haven't seen them. They will entertain you. It's very funny stuff. I've spoken about my book favourite, but I'm currently reading The Baby Trail by Sinead Moriarty. I'm nearly all the way through that, so I'll probably read another couple of books before the month's out, so it might not be in my next favourites, but that book series, there's 4 books about a couple who are trying to have a baby, and they are fighting kind of infertility and all this sort of stuff, and over the 4 books you see the family progressing and how it all goes, and it's such a good series of books, and it's written so well, and it's absolutely hilarious. My ex-girlfriend always used to say she knew, like, if we were going on holiday or something like that, because I pulled those books out to take with me, because I take them on every holiday, because it's the best kind of like reads to just chill you out and make you laugh, and it's just brilliant. Such a good series, such a good series. So I'm reading that at the moment. I'm actually having to read the first one on my Kindle on my phone because I can't find my first proper book copy, but I have the other 3 in paperback book copy. So I'm on the lookout for the first one in like all the charity shops and stuff like that. I'm sure one day I'll find it, at least I hope one day I'll find it. So there you go. Now I will start with my low moment, and that is finding out that one of my friends, Corky, had passed away due to severe complications, but she really wasn't doing so well in life, and I hope that wherever she is now, she is much happier and looking down on all of us with all the zebra striped, bright coloured clothing and no pain, and just having a wonderful time up there. That's what I think she'll be doing, getting them all to sing different songs and be absolute idiots. And I'm really going to miss seeing her on my Facebook and talking to her, and yeah, I really hope that her family are okay, and that, as always, time will heal. Time will help them heal and help us heal, because it's always a shock to the gastroparesis community when one of our members dies from GP or the complications it brings. She had an awful lot more going on than that, and was in an awful lot of pain. So she did the right thing by her, and I just hope that she's okay. So, but that was a bit of a low moment. However, they say one life ends and another begins, and this is going from like the saddest news to the best news ever. My best friend Stephanie, who I've known since we were 12, and we've just been each other's best friend for years and years and years, has had her baby. She's now a mommy, and in February she had a baby. She had a little baby girl called Holly, and she's absolutely yummy. She's so beautiful, and Steph, I'm so proud of her and Daz, and they've been through so much, and the pregnancy really wasn't the smoothest pregnancy, but she's the most beautiful thing in the entire world. And Stephanie's, you can just tell she's besotted with her, and Stephanie's always been dead maternal. Out of the two of us, she's always been the most maternal, and you know, kind of always wanted this. I've always wanted to be Auntie Rachel, so we both got what we wanted. She gets to be a mum and I get to be Auntie Rachel. Fun. So it's just an amazing thing, and I know that she's still getting into the swing of things and getting into the ride of things, but all the pictures she sends me, and oh, it just melts my heart. And I can't believe that my best friend who fell down in a driveway has got a child. Let's hope to God she doesn't get up to what we got up to in our teenage years, because that, my friend, would send you great. I don't know how our parents put up with it. Now looking back, if she did some of the stuff we did at 14, you'd kill her. I know you would. Anyway, so it's amazing news. I'm so happy, so excited, and this is just a brand new chapter for her, and she deserves it, and I hope that everything is fine and goes smoothly and she can just enjoy being a mum. So definitely the high point of the whole month, probably of the whole year, baby Holly was born. Holly Hall, which is just beautiful. And yes, so that was my last bit of my favourites, my fun moment. So I hope that you are all doing well, and that you enjoyed spending some time with me today. If you did, please like and subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos. It's free, and you can get more of this madness in your inbox. Do you not want that? Everybody should want that. I'm an absolute lunatic, but there you go. So thank you so much for putting up my lunacy. I hope that you've had a good time and a good month, and that you're looking forward to March, and we shall see what happens. And fingers crossed it's a good one. So I will speak to you guys very soon. Take care. Bye.